Hello everyone, welcome to the Northern Tarot. My name is Andy. Today I will do the reading for the weekend 18, 19 and 20th of November 2022. This is general reading, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, so about the energy, I need to review with all of you about the past 2 days. Actually, it still lasts until today. When you feel like your energy is being restrained, that was the effect from the moon when it's square with Venus and Mercury. Now, if you remember in the awakening video, now if you haven't watched it yet, please go to the Sagittarius library and watch the video, because I did mention that normally before you about to get awakened, the energy is gonna be quite down and you feeling not well, for example, or at least you feeling very restrained in your energy, that things uh, appear in a way that you feel like nothing smooth, you feeling being against. Now that is very, very common, because it's a sign of you about to stepping into the very, very opposite energy, which is awakening. If you're not yet awakened, then don't worry, but you still able to enjoy the next couple of days, because the energy is gonna be wide open, and this is a big boost to people. And this boost is the sign of you in the completion of your transforming from the old energies to the new energy, or from the old mentality to the new mentality. Whatever it is, it's not necessary, it's not necessarily to be named, but the nature of it is you will feel better. And with that advantage of being, of feeling good, it allows you to manifest and attract positive things, opportunities, all the good things. Now also, I have the visions when before I started doing this video, I have the visions of those couples or in workplace, or the issue, the environment that you were dealing with. If it was against you, or it was disrupted, it will be then soon be reconnected. So if you are having problems with your partner, or having like misunderstanding the issue, the red flag issue, this is actually very important, because the disruption to show you that things need to be confronted and dealt with. We cannot ignore it anymore, to allow the new energies comes in and works perfectly for you. But it's also that there will be a lot of good news coming your way. Things will be sorted and things will be handled. But you need to start to open up the communications after today. So basically, from tomorrow on, you can start to reach out and talk with people. Okay, now let's go to the cards and we'll find out what spirits want us to know. Okay, so as usual, we'll go to the Oracle cards first and we'll see what we have for the 18th, 19th, and 20th of November 2022. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and share live video to have it grow and have it being recommended to other viewers. If you're already here and want to donate, please find donate in the description box. And also thank you to Joan Huing for donating me last night. I'm very, very moved, and I hope to hear from your emails to see what is the update for you. I hope everything's going well for you, and hopefully after this moon square, at the moment, um, the sun is actually in the positions, like the sun is positioning, so it's in that process of um, creating the trine effect with Jupiter. But this is more about spiritual growth, because Jupiter is still retrograding. That's why we still need to focus on ourselves. But it doesn't mean that we cannot start to reach out when, you know, the energy is open, to start to create things, to do the diplomacy between us and other people on your favor, creating something new, something fresh, something gonna be in alignment with your new a mission in the new cycle. Okay, the moon will move from Virgo to Libra. Now that is set your mood in the balance, not being swinging, not being swayed, not being depressed. However, the moon will be opposite Jupiter for one night. I think it's gonna be tonight, and then tomorrow it's everything's gonna be, the energy will start to be opened up. Okay, so let's see what we have with the first card. Sorry, I picked the wrong one, but I will keep it here for the yes and no question later. We have that one here. I leave it here. That is for the yes and no question. Okay, the first card we have is number 44, I am presence. Expand your stellar gateway, I am that I am. This is definitely the energies that I've been looking toward to in the weekend. So my idea is, this is the official awakening number 8 that we were talking about, and this is the time. So I hope that I will hear from more of you about the awakening, because that will be very, very beneficial for you in the time to come. Now, number 44 is also about the new foundations is in the formation. So something is forming here for people, especially when it comes to the partnership, when it comes to work. You might bump into people, like-minded people that want to do the same thing with you, create something work-wise to create that abundance that belongs to you, the new abundance. Or it's even, you know, about love relationship, the mending of people. When you start to learn how to be honest and upfront about things, you don't playing that wearing mask being nice anymore, and you will you know, be very successful when you start to apply the honesty into normal daily activities. Okay, so the second card we have is number 7, listen to your heart. Awaken psychic ability, time in tune into the infinite. Wow, definitely guy, awakening number 8. And after this awakening number 8, people will really enjoy things and start to expand gradually, waiting for Jupiter to go direct. And then comes to January, when Mars stop retrograding. Um, we don't have to deal with silly things about, you know, how I say, setting up the boundaries for you. So this is the time that you should set up all the boundaries that matters to you, basing on your own knowledge. And this is very important. If you want to be successful, the rule number 1 around this period of time of your life is, you have to be the one that everything's serving you. If you make sure that is the case, you will be very happy and you will receive everything that you ask for. Okay, now with the dark mirror, the shadow, let's see what we have. The triumph of lies. Yes, that's it. So all these disruptions, all these things that seems to be against you recently, Of course, it's the moon because it's affecting your mood, it's restraining your mood, but it's created. So you have to break out of the restrained energy. And that is why you gonna bring all the conflicts to the surface, either the conflicts within yourself or the conflicts between you and other people. It doesn't matter as long as they are conflicts, red flags, whatever you want to name it. It needs to be called out. It needs to be analyzed. It needs to be named. It needs to be, how I say, pointed out with people or with yourself. So that's the trial of life. So some people, this is the sign of some people still being naive when it comes to seeing things. You forget about using your spiritual vision to see through things. So now if you start to apply that spiritual wisdom that you have, the spiritual blessing that you have, you will allow yourself to become a magician, to make everything works the way you want. Okay, so it feels like the throat chakra is about to open again. That is very, very good things. Okay, now about relationship. This is interesting. Give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. You know, what can I say? I was talking about things might be disrupted and things will be reopened again. Give it a chance doesn't mean that you say, okay, let's forget it and do it. No, you have to give it a chance by working on it, clarifying anything that you were not happy about. It's simply about you and yourself only. Remember what I say today, and if you start doing it, I promise you, you're gonna be very happy. Okay, now let's go to the tarots for the weekend. I'm expecting quite a kind of like a high vibrant energy like last weekend. It was just being it was being halted for a reason because the thing needs to be solved. Now the two of pentacles, there will be direct conversations here. There will be like just like what we analyzed so far. People will have to talk with each other, and um, the good thing is now you are advised and encouraged to do it, which means things gonna happen. Because at one time you might think, why that person is so big head, for example, why was stubborn. It's simply because the moons restrain their emotion. So it's like the throat chakra, the heart chakra was being restrained, so people couldn't do differently. But now it's open, so people will start to be able to talk with each other. And the challenge here is the moon. This is all it's about. So the moon is a temporary stage of moods, emotions. It's also the connection between people. So it's a challenge. It's simply the two of pentacles go with the moon. It simply says that this is to show you if the connection is strong enough, if the connection is real or not. This will show you the truth. So now if you see this and understand this through, you will understand this is actually all designed for you. Okay, now the energy is why you're feeling a little bit nervous coming into the weekend, even though because the energy is kind of like moving forward again, and then because of the disruptions, so you feel like you were out of sync. Now this feeling, because you feel like things urging, things moving, but you're feeling like you being on hold. So you start to feel being nervous about that. So that is the Eight of Swords. So this is to say that don't worry, because this is just the temporary stage of mind that you have, or more exactly, it's the non-existent fears. So if you see through that, you move past the challenge of the moon here, you will receive the chances to recommunicate again. Okay, now let's see what's coming into people's mind is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles here is a some is a someone that you have in mind. However, um, you don't understand quite. You don't quite get what person actually thinking about, because obviously that this person has a less flexible mind than you. The Earth signs, they are very slow. Now they're slow because they actually confused. It's not because they don't want to do something, or they don't want to stand up and get out of the throne and start doing things. Now, the King of Pentacles here is about someone being passive. So maybe because they have picked up all these, bad habits through life, but they have the intellectual, the mind of the king. So they have that depth of thinking. They know how to think. They can see things. They can learn the new things, or getting adapted to the new things. So this is someone you have in your mind. Now let's see what coming toward you. It's the King of Wands. So coming toward you is your energy is being revived. You will stand up and you will shine again. Now this is very interesting reading, so we're gonna clarify this and we will work out the story. There will be, so the King of Pentacles is gonna reconnect with you and talking about things, but we need to clarify the moon. So I'm gonna clarify the moon in this reading first to see why the moon is even being challenged. So the moon here is actually symbolize the connections between you and the King of Pentacles. Okay, so let's use this card. The Four of Pentacles. Right. So your challenge with this King of Pentacles is how you can close the past. Now the past here is not about you were with this person as an ex or something like that. The past here is your past and their past. All the worries, all the fears you picked up through life. That's why you need to learn how to heal yourself first, because when you are healed, you can see the contrast of the other person. You will understand why they behave or react that way. By seeing through the things, you will be able to have these persons to get out of their own fear too. So the Four of Pentacles here and the Moon is speaking about how you get past all the old mistakes that you did before or that they did before, helping each other together. And the Two of Cups is clarified by the Ten of Wands. So this is very good news for people. If you resonate with this story, right, please leave me the comments. But the people will have the chances to work out with each other again about how to release all the tension. This is about learning before you get learning to get to know each other before you get married, before you combine together, even in business. You need, so that's why this is simply to help you to shorten and save time, because to learn about a person, it might take you forever, maybe whole life. So with some help from the universe, This is the magical support from the universe. Through these hiccups, incidents, people will learn more about each other, and then they will trust each other more when they see, oh, they actually different, they honest, they unlike other people before. They're not rushing in, they're not saying sweet things, they're not did the thing that people did to you before, that like push you to the point that you fed up with all these fake values. That's why you had to move forward and find the true values which uh compatible with your qualities, the quality of your soul. Okay, now let's see the Eight of Swords. It's clarified by the Seven of Cups. So it's definitely this is like the awakening. You feeling like you jeopardize, you might feel quite down and low mood, and then suddenly things opening up, and it show you the path, and then through this kind of arrangement, you suddenly realize that, oh, now I understand why people advise you shouldn't be confused, because things normally confusing when we don't really get the meaning of the situation. There's always a path always left there, and when you suddenly realize that was the path, which with the Seven of Cups, the Eight of Swords is like you are being enlightened. So being enlightened here in the sense of spiritually being enlightened, that is the awakening. And that's why you just open the door, walk out of that dark room, and feeling amazing on the top of your game. So that is a very good energies that you're about to witness. So please stay loyal to your feeling, your visions, and trying to be spiritually wise this time, using that spiritual sense of things to deal with your situation. It will help you a lot faster and more efficiently compared to using all the 3D world knowledge that you picked up before. Okay, now let's clarify the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is clarified by the Seven of Wands. So in your mind, there was people trying to get back to you. Of course, they not get back to you around the time the moon's restrained, but around the time before the moon start to restrain your emotion, because it forces you to go to one way. You cannot swing and fluctuate your mind to what are the deceptive energies anymore. That is the blessings. Now you understand why things happened that way. So the the contrast of those deceptive energies coming back to you, and with that picture of the King of Pentacles in your mind, just to show you who is the one that being chosen for you. That's why Spirit say give your relationships a chance for that reason. Now this is not just about love reading, but I can see it strongly here that this love reward might comes with the package of your awakening when you manage to do that. And also only you managed yourself to see through things by being awakened. You can see clearer or more clearly who is the one. Now what coming toward you is the King of Wands, the Emperor. So basically, the Emperor and the King of Pentacles are very similar energies. So between you and this person, you have a lot of resemblances. You both mature, you both learned a lot of things, you both went through a lot of things. That's why you reach to the very similar mature level when it comes to mentality, spiritually speaking here. And you will stand up and break out with the new energy as a King of Wands, and you will release yourself from the very, very bad, dark old days of yourself, singing in the depression, singing in the restraint of feelings. You freeing yourself from all of this. So this is definitely the energies of the awakening, and this is the official awakening number 8. Okay guys, so before I go, there's one part at the beginning about yes and no questions. Now, if you don't have a question yet, you can pause the video. If you already have the question, then here is your answer. Let's see what we have. It's a no. Okay, so I don't know what you asked, but it's directly a no. So please leave me the comments on your stories, and I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. I'm sorry that because I'm still moving home at the moment, so I really don't have time much, but I will get back to you eventually. Thank you everyone, and if you like what I'm doing, please like, share the video, and subscribe to my channel to help it grow. And thanks Joan Huynh once again for your donations. If anyone wants to donate, please find the donate button in the description box, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you and bye bye.